Welcome back, Patriots. I'm Ron Kern, and thanks for joining me for episode number 31 of the Patriot Power Freedom Files, which are short stories about the American Revolution. On today's date, December 16th in 1773, I'm sure you've all heard about it, a group of Massachusetts colonists disguised themselves as Mohawk Indians and boarded 3 British ships and dumped 342 chests of tea into the harbor in protest of the Tea Act of 1773, which was enacted by British Parliament, one of many things they did. This event became later known as the Boston Tea Party. Now, some interesting facts that you may not know or even heard about this event was, at the time, it wasn't called the Boston Tea Party. It was called the destruction of the tea. Not really glamorous, right? But that term, the Boston Tea Party, wasn't used until about 50 years later, which happened in a newspaper article. In today's currency, that tea would be worth a little over $1 million. And although this is the most famous, this was not the only act involving tea at the time. The Edenton Tea Party took place in North Carolina, and the Annapolis Tea Party happened in Maryland. In South Carolina, there was an issue there, right? But they confiscated all the tea rather than destroying it. The tea was actually Chinese. It wasn't Indian or British, and it took about 3 hours to complete their goal of destroying the 342 chests of tea. The harbor smelled like tea for about a week, which 90,000 pounds of tea will do when you dump it into a harbor. Now, most dressed up as Indians for one purpose, and that was to disguise themselves rather than blame Native Americans. They wanted to symbolize their connection to their land and the rejection of British control. Most of the participants vowed a secret oath to not reveal anybody's identity. And this was upheld for the most part, finding out only decades later by reading their personal letters or their memoirs. And some people, we don't even know that they took place in it. Lastly, the amount of tea dumped would have made 18 million cups of tea. This is enough to serve 7 cups of tea to every single person in the colonies at the time. Crazy. So thanks so much for watching. Check out full podcast episodes at the Patriot Power Podcast. And also, I have additional video series that can be found on the website, including the Freedom Files, Founding Voices, and Hidden Heroes. All of these are organized, and lots more can be enjoyed at patriotpowerpodcast.com. Thanks and have a wonderful day.